Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm here, you're here. It's time for a Monday Night Raw weekly review, and this time it's October 5th, 2015 review. Bottom line, it's real simple. Decent start off, horrible finish. Not much else to be said, just to get into details really at this point. It's just detail time. So, basically, we started off with Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman pretty much saying his same rhetoric, pretty much saying that Brock Lesnar is the man, Undertaker is the guy to beat. For the first time ever, Brock Lesnar will beat The Undertaker, supposedly first time ever, beat The Undertaker at his own game inside of his Hell in a Cell match. One small issue with all of this, they did have a match at Hell in a Cell, a Hell in a Cell match with one another at No Mercy of 2002. If you recall that, when Undertaker was the American Badass. Now, you fast forward 13 years later, back to the same fucking thing again we go. Only one problem. They failed to recognize that in 2002, Brock Lesnar did defeat The Undertaker in his own game, in the Hell in the Cell match. Now, we then had Big Show come out afterwards of Paul Heyman's speech, rambling on about how Brock Lesnar is this, Brock Lesnar that. Big Show goes ahead, gives him major props for his match at the MSG live event on the WWE Network, extended out his hand to shake his, and Brock Lesnar, being the arrogant piece of shit that he is, refused to do that, which inclines me to believe that Brock Lesnar will actually lose to The Undertaker at the Hell in a Cell match. Real simplistic right there. Nothing very hard to understand, but they might just make Brock Lesnar win once again against The Undertaker because they might push him for a WWE title match at WrestleMania. That could be a possibility, or they could just make Brock Lesnar lose. I don't know. I really don't care. I do figure the match is going to be an outstanding match. Nonetheless, very hardcore, very much old school Hell in a Cell type of matchup we're going to witness on the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view in October 25th. Now, we then get our first match. We are notified. If you didn't watch SmackDown, I don't watch it too often. I used to very often, week after week after week. As it's gotten progressively less and less of a program or in the same level of Monday Night Raw, because Vince McMahon refuses to recognize SmackDown as the same level as Monday Night Raw. They don't do that great of storylines or matches either. We do recognize that, or find out on Monday Night Raw, that it is being announced that Roman Reigns will be facing Bray Wyatt in a Hell in a Cell match. Now, based on the information that I learned, I was a little kind of like, what the fuck would they do this for? Brock Lesnar and Undertaker should be the only match that is being used as the Hell in a Cell match. But, based on the story, based on the promo that they re-show from what happened on SmackDown, I was very impressed by it. It kind of brought it back to the way it should have been from the beginning. Those two, one-on-one, all outside characters, all supporting cast of the storyline, should just be where they are, nowhere near the situation. Should be Roman Reigns, Bray Wyatt, one-on-one. This is a good match. I don't have a problem with this being in a Hell in a Cell match. So, no issues there. Then we get the six-man tag team match. What a great match. I have to say it was way better than having Chris Jericho on the card with Dean Ambrose and Reigns. And this match was awesome. I was very impressed, very intrigued by it. back and forth action. Bray Wyatt did an excellent job. Everyone involved in this match was outstanding. And of course, Roman Reigns' team picks up the victory. 1, 2, 3. I give this match a 4 out of 5 stars. Definitely well worth the watch. And was a lot of fun to watch nonetheless. Then following that, we had Sheamus facing Neville. Now, this match only lasted less than a minute. And how disgusting of a thing you could do. Really. I mean, this match could have been a really outstanding match. And the reason why I'm saying that is these two guys have never faced each other before. This is a first time ever kind of match. And I was shocked by this. I really was. I can't believe they would take a match that could have been really good, giving them enough time, and they just trashed it and scrapped it. Wade Barrett, I was glad to see him back, but he's doing a storyline with Neville again. These two fucking guys have been facing each other several times, month after month, on countless occasions, and now Wade Barrett's become Neville's motivational guide or motivator or mentor for him to become a superstar. I mean, and all he's doing is interfering and distracting him and acting like he cares, but he really doesn't. And he gets beat 1, 2, 3. What a fucking joke. That was shit. Definitely a dud on all that. Then we had Natalya defeating Paige. Who the fuck cares? This match was shit. I didn't even care for this. We later on had Kane come out. Brock Lesnar was injured, or Big Show was injured, excuse me, from Brock Lesnar's attack. He F5'd him and suplexed him all over the place, which the fans erupted over that, and I thought it was pretty damn cool myself, but I kind of wish he would have shook his hand, at least to show some kind of class, you know. But then, you know, give him the F5 altogether. I think that would have been really cool, well worth it. But, yeah, Kane comes out. He spiels about how his leg's all fucked up, but he wants to help Seth Rollins become a better champion. Blah, 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 blah. We have Seth Rollins come out. He's rambling at the mouth. He's just talking random bullshit that don't mean crap. Talking about how Tom Brady is a champion. He's not, but they have one thing in common. They both have deflated balls. Then Stephanie McMahon comes out. She makes the big announcement. Stands up for Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. All of a sudden, she's become this liking towards the fans and caring about the teams, the town's team or whatever. Fucking loads of shit here in this segment. And we get Stephanie McMahon making the announcement that we all know was going to happen based on the development that was leading into Hell in a Cell altogether. Seth Rollins will be defending the WWE Championship against Kane. But if Kane loses as the Demon Kane, the corporate Kane is no longer the director of operations. Ooh, big fucking whoop-de-doo. Basically, kicking him out of the authority altogether, and we all know that that's exactly is what's going to happen in this scenario. Kane is not going to be beating Seth Rollins for that World Championship. If they do, I will definitely stop watching WWE forever. You will never see me do another WWE review. I will do TNA. I'll do anything but WWE at that point if they make Kane win this damn belt. That's all I have to say on that. I don't care if they screw him 100 times over again. That motherfucker better not be the damn world champion, because if that's the case, I'm not watching WWE anymore. I'm fucking done with it. Because then it's just garbage. That's all I gotta say on that scenario. So we get that match. We know that that's gonna happen. And of course, Seth Rollins will be retaining the title unless there's a fucking breakdown in WWE creative and they decide to make Kane win. And if that case happens, I'm not watching WWE anymore, and I really will stick to that. Guaranteed, no doubt. There won't be much of wrestling to talk about except for maybe TNA, and maybe I'll start watching ROH more often to give you guys content to view on my channel. But I'm definitely not going to be doing WWE if Kane wins. That's all I gotta say on that. We then had Kevin Owens facing Sin Cara. Pretty simplistic match. 3 out of 5 stars. Nothing major here that happened. Kevin Owens wins the match against Sin Cara. Nothing big there. We then had a following after that. The Dudley Boys facing Kane and Seth Rollins ends up being a DQ. I believe the New Day came out and got involved. Or no. They had the table, the Dudley Boys. Kane walked out on Seth Rollins in this tag team match. And we go ahead and the table comes into play. Seth Rollins drops kick both of them and they get hit into the table, and then they nail Seth Rollins with the 3D through the table, which was pretty fucking awesome to watch. Actually, no, Kane actually hit the chokeslam through the table. Excuse me, what am I talking about? I don't know, who fucking cares? This was a shit show anyway. Trying to remember what other segments occurred in this event. Triple H and Seth Rollins had a face-to-face segment, which, really wasn't. It definitely is showing signs like Stephanie's losing confidence in Seth Rollins, but Triple H continues to be a mentor to Seth Rollins, mold him into a major champion, eventually leading to Triple H and Seth Rollins to go to war with one another, which will be neat to watch. The pedigree versus pedigree, who is the man, who is the best, blah, 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 blah. But nothing major happened with this show. I mean, outside of the first hour and 30 minutes, first hour was pretty good. I mean, especially with the 6-man tag team match. The 6 women's tag team match with Team Bella versus Team Bad. Team Bad wins. Big fucking whoop-de-doo. I didn't even watch that match. I was trying to watch some of the football game. And then we had a lame fucking ending. We had the U.S. title being defended with Cena facing Big E Langston. And Big E lost. Nothing unusual there. They won 1, 2, 3. John Cena hitting the attitude adjustment and pinning him 1, 2, 3, declaring him this still as the WWE US Champion. After that, all 3 men got in the ring, teamed up 3-on-1 on John Cena, and Dolph Ziggler came down to the ring. 3-on-2, weird, very unusual. Dolph Ziggler's nailing people left and right, all 3 of them. John Cena starts recuperating. He helps out Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler goes for a super kick and accidentally hits John Cena right in the face. Well, I guess the rumors are correct. It is official. We are definitely going to be seeing John Cena versus Dolph Ziggler. Maybe not based around the little shit that's going on that reality TV crap. Hopefully not. And it's just based off of what Dolph Ziggler did to John Cena in that scenario. And it just leads to them being in a very competitive and back and forth type of program where they are both trying to chase after that U.S. title and declare themselves as the U.S. champion. Of course, John Cena being the champion throughout this entire program anyway. Well, we ended the show with that. The Dudley Boys came out later on during this after John Cena and Dolph Ziggler are getting their asses kicked. And they come out and they get their asses kicked too. Now, for an ending like that, number one, was absolute garbage. Number two, who the fuck in their right mind would want to see the end of the show being ended by the New Day? If you do, please get your head straight, man. The New Day is not as good as they appear. They're annoying. They're untalented. The only one that's talented among them in that group is Kofi Kingston. Xavier Woods is not all that great. He wasn't great as Consequences Creed in TNA. Yeah, if any of you people have ever heard of Consequences Creed, yeah, that's right. Xavier Woods was in TNA once. And actually, he was probably better as Consequences Creed than he was as Xavier Woods. Just saying. That's just my opinion, though. But, in all honesty, this show should have not ended with the New Day being involved in the main event picture. They are not worthy enough. They're never going to be main event material. They ain't even going to be challenging for a World Heavyweight Championship any day of the week. Okay? So, horrible fucking way to end the show. I think they should have ended with Brock Lesnar coming out, doing his thing, and then starting to show off with Dean Ambrose, Randy Orton, Roman Reigns against the Wyatt family, and doing that instead. That would have been the right thing to do. This was just a fucking horrible booking mistake and a horrible placement to put this segment on at the end of the show. I'm just sorry. I don't think that that's where it should have belonged. I think it should have been in like the middle, like the 9 or 10 o'clock hour, and that's it. But that's just me. Leave your comments and opinions down below. I'd like to hear from you guys. I always do. And definitely hit that subscribe button. I thank you very much for watching. You guys have a great night. Bye.